All right, guys, it's that time of year again when I cover one of the most boring topics on YouTube, and that is, what do I carry with me every day? Welcome to the EDC 2025 video. Let's get at it. So guys, for me personally at least, I've really kind of refined what I carry with me on a daily basis, and it's something I've been working on the past couple of years, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So we're gonna go through each one of the things that I do not leave the house without, and see what you think. So the first obvious one is I can't leave the house if I can't drive anything. So my key fob to my 22 F250 goes with me just about everywhere. So coming off of my lifted F150, I wanted something that had a little bit more power to it, and the F250 diesel seemed to fit the ticket pretty well. So I actually ordered this truck straight from Ford in the antimatter blue, which was going a little bit against all the previous black cars and trucks I've had in the past. Really loving the truck and love having that diesel for when I need it. But obviously can't go anywhere without it. So that number one is the key fob. And then number two, the Ekster Cardholder Pro. Now I just recently did a review on this on the channel, and it has become my favorite wallet that I now carry with me on a daily basis. I have reviewed a lot of wallets on this channel, and this one now is the one that I carry with me no matter what. If you want to see the entire review, obviously check out that video, but for the most part, it is an incredible metal wallet that actually has a really reliable mechanism in it. And then of course it has this outside access that I keep two of my cards in that I can pull out at any time I want. It just adds a little bit extra feature to one of these mechanical style wallets that just make it easier for daily use. So like I said, check out the entire review video if you want to see all the pros and cons of this wallet, but it is the one that I daily drive and have been for several months. And then number three, Apple AirPods Pro 2. Now I know the new ones just came out, but I've been carrying these twos around with me on a daily basis because they've been incredibly useful for not only listening to music while I run, but when I have conference calls on Teams out of my phone or my laptop in areas that might be a little bit noisier or on the road. So they work great as a microphone and speakers for when you're on calls, and especially when I'm out in public, they're very discreet. So when I'm on calls at airports, restaurants, or anywhere else where there are a lot of people, it is a very discreet option that sounds really good and cancels out that background noise for when I'm on calls, so it's not a distraction to the people I'm talking to. So these have been a great little addition that fit in your pocket and work really well. And then number four, my Seiko watch. Now I did a video previously about how I switched to mechanical watches off of my Apple Watch, and I'll be honest, my life has been a lot simpler and more organized, not getting alerts to my watch 24/7. So the reason I wear this Seiko specifically on a daily basis is that one, it's an automatic movement, don't have to worry about charging or anything else. And two, it looks really good. Now I actually modified the crown on this Seiko to look a little bit more like the Batman version of the Rolex, but wearing a watch like this Seiko is a really nice watch that isn't overly expensive for situations where I don't need to look like I'm being really flashy. So what Seiko does is make a really quality automatic watch that I modified a little bit to look like one of my favorites. But if someone asks about the watch, I'm in a business situation at the office, I'm not wearing over $10,000 on my wrist. It still is an under $500 watch that is really reliable with an automatic movement and looks really good. So it fits the bill perfectly for an everyday wear. And then number five, you might have noticed I've got an extra ring on my finger, and this is the Ultrahuman Air. So when I stopped wearing the Apple Watch on a daily basis, I still wanted to be able to track my sleep, heart rate, temperature, and all the other vital signs that I have throughout the day. And the Ultrahuman Air actually does an incredible job of doing that, even if it is one more thing I have to wear on my hand. But I still wanted to get that data, and this was an awesome option. The app is incredibly easy to use, and it still tracks all of your fitness tracking like steps and workouts with ease. And it links directly up with the health app on the iPhone, so you still get all of that data through your phone as well. So if you're looking for something outside of the Apple Watch, or maybe the Whoop, that's another wearable that goes around your wrist, this is a really great option that I'll link down below, and it's worked out great for me so far. And you can see with daily wear, it still looks pretty good. And then number six are these Legato bracelets. Now, there's a little bit of a unique story behind this, and the reason I wear these is for a very specific reason. Now, they do look good, so there's a little bit of a fashion aspect of it, but I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fashion person, so it's really not for that reason. So when life starts to get really stressful, I like to have a little bit of a reminder on me that reminds me of the happiest times with our family instead of the stressful times that we're going through. So what I found were these Legato bracelets online, and I actually bought two of them, one in gray and one in blue. And the reason for that is these are nautical styled bracelets that remind me of our family time on the boat during the summer. So the gray and the blue bracelets actually match our boat that we go out on the weekends and enjoy as a family. So when life gets really stressful at work or with some of the stuff we've had to deal with over the 5 to 7 years, it's an easy reminder to look down at my wrist and have great memories of the three of us out on the lake having a good time. And then number 7, This Tumi backpack. Now, I just posted a review of this backpack last week that you could check out, but obviously with as much stuff I carry around on a daily basis, it is necessary to have a backpack like this to keep everything in. I've tried a lot of different backpacks out on the market, and honestly, I always kind of look past Tumi because of the price, but there are certain aspects to this backpack that really do well for me on a daily basis. So you can check out that complete review video, but the nuts and bolts of this is the Tumi backpack's durability and looks really do well for me for the amount of travel I do domestically and overseas, and it has been the only one I've found that can really hold up, especially when it comes to the zippers. So everything gets packed in here, and this goes with me almost every day outside of maybe Saturday and Sunday. And then number 8, this Anker power bank. Now, I have always been one of those guys that never really carried a power bank around with me until I traveled a lot more and my family seems to be running out of battery on their devices all the time. So this Anker power bank does several different things for me. First off, it does keep all of my devices charged when I'm out on the road. And this one specifically is basically the max that you can bring onto an airplane. So I can get through TSA with this power bank without them confiscating it because they're worried about it going on the plane. So this one does incredibly well for powering my laptop, my camera, any phones or other devices. And with its LCD screen, it's really easy to use and it's compact enough to carry with me around on a daily basis, even though it is a battery, so it is a little bit heavy. But this is a new addition this year that has been proved to be vital when I'm out on the road or we're out as a family. And then of course, lastly, we've got my M2 Pro Max MacBook Pro. Ever since Apple came out with these M series chips for these MacBook Pros, you'd be surprised how hard it is to max out one of these machines with regular video, photo editing, and anything else I do for work. So I really don't see any reason to upgrade this in the near future, and this 14-inch form factor is perfect for carrying around on a daily basis and then hooking it up to all my external monitors when I actually need that extra space. So guys, I want to hear what you think down in the comment section below. What are you carrying that I'm not? What do you think of the series of products that I am actually carrying on a daily basis? Hit up the comments, let me know, and until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.